What would happen if the moon just vanished? Let's say that 1 second the moon is there, hanging peacefully in the night sky like it always does, and the next, poof, it's gone. No explosion, no flying chunks of rock, just gone. What would happen to Earth? Well, first of all, don't expect a dramatic light show. The moon doesn't produce its own light. It just reflects sunlight. So if it disappears, the sky might just look a little emptier. The stars get a bit more spotlight. Romantic night walks become a bit less photogenic. But the real trouble starts soon after. You might think, okay, no moon, big deal, we still have the sun, we still have Wi-Fi. But the moon is secretly the unsung hero of planetary balance. Its gravitational pull is what gives us tides. Without it, oceans would calm down. For a moment. But not in a peaceful, relaxing way. More like the calm before a very weird storm. Right now, tides are caused by the gravitational dance between the Earth and the moon. The moon pulls on the oceans, creating bulges of water, high tides. Without it, the sun still causes some tides, but they're much weaker, about a third the strength. That means coastlines all over the world would change. Entire ecosystems that depend on tidal rhythms would collapse. Animals that rely on the ebb and flow, crabs, mussels, and even birds, would be left confused, hungry, and eventually extinct. But that's just the start. The moon also acts like a giant stabilizer for Earth's rotation. Without it, Earth becomes a spinning top with a slightly wobbly axis, and no one's there to steady it. Today, Earth's axis is tilted at about 23.5 degrees, and that tilt gives us seasons. But the moon keeps that tilt from changing wildly. Without the moon's gravity pulling on us, Earth's axis could start to shift unpredictably, from 22 to 45 degrees or more, like a drunk spinning in slow motion over tens of thousands of years. And what would that mean for us? Imagine Antarctica pointed directly at the sun in summer. Welcome to tropical Antarctica. Meanwhile, other regions could be plunged into decades-long winters. Crops would fail, climates would shift dramatically, and entire regions would become uninhabitable. It would be like climate change, on turbo mode. Only we didn't cause it this time. But okay, let's get back to the immediate effects. The moon disappearing would also mess with animals. A lot of species like sea turtles, frogs, and even some insects rely on moonlight to know when to migrate, mate, or hunt. One day, they'd look up expecting a cue from the sky and see nothing. Confused turtles would lay their eggs at the wrong time. Frogs might skip mating season altogether. Night hunting predators would suddenly have to adjust to darker skies. Nature's entire calendar would be scrambled. And then, there's us. Humans. No moon means no more lunar calendars. That's not the end of the world, but it is the end of a very ancient tradition. Some cultures still base holidays, religious festivals, and farming schedules on the lunar cycle. Without the moon, they'd have to rely entirely on the sun, which just doesn't have the same poetic flair. Also, the night sky would never be the same. We'd lose our oldest companion, the one object humans across all civilizations have stared at, wondered about, written poems to, and occasionally howled at. And speaking of howling, what happens to werewolves? Okay, that one's up for debate. But here's something more scientific. The moon was formed about 4.5 billion years ago, likely from a collision between Earth and a Mars-sized object. That event changed everything. The debris formed the moon, and its presence helped slow Earth's rotation, stabilize our axis, and possibly even make life possible. Without the moon, Earth might never have evolved life as we know it. So, if the moon vanished, we wouldn't immediately die. The Earth wouldn't explode. Your phone would still work, but life would begin to unravel. Slowly, subtly, then catastrophically. It's like removing a seemingly small part from a machine, and then watching the entire thing fall apart in slow motion. In short, the moon doesn't just light up the night. It holds the Earth steady, keeps the tides flowing, guides animals through ancient cycles, and makes Earth a planet where life can thrive. So next time you look up and see that glowing sphere in the sky, give it a nod. It's doing more work than you think, and if it ever disappears, well, let's just hope we never find out.